have a 100 or more. Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova, the other two.
And Graf's the only player to have at least 4 of all the Grand Slams. That, to me, of everything, to me, is most outstanding.
If she plays and wins the Australian Open, she'll have 5 of everything, which is even more amazing. She's missed the Australian Open the last couple of years due to injury.
Again, about that Wimbledon final quickly, we saw in the highlights there Graf hitting an overhead, but the shot that I will always remember most is the one where she was 2 yards from the net and whiffed the overhead. Swung and missed. Made club players so happy.
I was thinking the same thing. Hackers all across the world rejoice. Her 3rd double fault. Remember, she's down a break here in the 4th.
And the way both players have been having trouble holding serve, I'm sure Hingis would love to try to get a second break.
30 all. This match approaching the 2-hour mark.
Oh my goodness, that serve nearly hit the baseline.
I know I sound like a broken record, but break point for Martina Hingis.
On a concerned person looking on is Heinz Gunhart. Last year he had to sit through 5 sets before Steffi Graf won the championships.
Even this match at 2-all, and she seems to be hobbling just a little bit, maybe cramps or something.
And Steffi's actually was holding the back of her back. So perhaps both players, we have seen the best tennis in the last couple of games as far as length of rallies. She's a little tired, but she's happy. She's serving for the 4th set, up 5-1.
That was almost as if she felt something in Martina's back there. She kind of winced as though something caught. In any case, she's up 5-1.
5-1 in the 4th. She's trying to stretch out her leg. Now she is obviously, her mobility is limited right now.
I believe that was going to be an outright winner from anywhere. She went for this backhand and she didn't hit the winner, and so she didn't even try to recover, and a great flick of the wrist from Graf's forehand.
She got it.
The second serve ace, her 3rd. Nine aces now in the game. In the match, excuse me.
The crowd always loves when the ball gets stuck in the net. It brings laughter every time. You'd think they would have gotten tired of it.
They're easily amused. Just long. Again, Graf down 2 breaks in this 4th set.
Now, they've been out on court for 2 hours exactly. Hingis has struck a lot of winners off that racket in this 4th set. The 3rd set, she only hit 4 winners. She's got herself 13 in this set.
And a break point for Steffi Graf. One of the 2 breaks back possibility. Just long. So Steffi Graf is able to get one of the breaks back. She's still down 2-5 here in the 4th set at Madison Square Garden.
If you want full office suite power at a word processor price, look no further than Corel WordPerfect Suite. Corel WordPerfect Suite includes an exceptionally intelligent word processor, an award-winning spreadsheet, amazing presentation graphics, plus business graphics and utilities, hundreds of fonts and thousands of clip art images. Corel WordPerfect Suite delivers office suite power at a word processor price.
With the Shell MasterCard from Chase, there's a payoff once a month, not once a year like some cards. Every 30 days, you can get free Shell gasoline. You don't have to wait years for it to amount to something. So don't waste time on other cards. Get the Shell MasterCard from Chase. Call 1-800-FREE-GAS or pick up an application at a Shell station near you.
Lou Holtz leads the Fighting Irish in his final regular season game as coach. They go to war with the Trojans of USC in a primetime showdown Saturday night on ABC Sports.
During the break, Martina Hingis was attended to. Seems like she's having a problem with her quad muscle, and this is what happened earlier. And you can see her in obvious discomfort. She's still up for break in the 4th set. Asked for the trainer to come out. And the big ovation that you hear, she's taking a little bit longer to take her position as her mother looks on. But is now ready to face Graf again here in the 4th. 7 aces now for Steffi Graf. Whoa, 2 in a row. And when we were talking to Steffi yesterday, Pam, she said also if she was down, it's a best of 5, if she was down, she wanted quick points. If she was down like this, 2-5. Her mobility was fine just there.
It really was the first test for Hingis since Kathleen Stroya came out to examine her on the change of ends, moving quickly to the drop shot, going the one-hander, good touch, and Graf almost gets the lob over Hingis's head. She's able to just get her racket head on the overhead.
And now she has a set point. Talk about the momentum changing in this match. We go to deuce.
And Graf led 30-love in this game, started off the game with 2 aces in a row, and when she dropped the 6th game of this set, she was up 30-love again and dropped 4 points in a row. It's very unusual to see Graf dropping serves from 30-love up.
Now 3 aces in this game.
9 now for Steffi Graf.
What unbelievable disguise. Steffi never moved off the baseline.
Well, we've seen a lot of great drop shots today off the backhand side. That was the best one, and the first one we've seen off the forehand side. It is a tougher side to hit that kind of feel drop shot, but played to perfection.
And now Steffi again, a point away from holding serve. And Graf does hold. And so Martina Hingis will serve for the 4th set.
And I'm not sure Steffi Graf's feeling 100% either. A bit of grimace there from Steffi. Remember, both players played 3-set semifinals yesterday, so this is their 7th set. And Hingis is having some serious problems now with her left quad.
Definitely. Trying to stretch it out a bit.
Serious is that I'm almost wondering whether she cramped.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a cramp that
It could be.
started a couple of games ago.
She's trying to walk it off, shake it off. You know, the 2 hours, 8 minutes into this match. And as you said, Pam, she did play 3 sets, and she was the 2nd semi on yesterday.
Wow.
Well, it's going to affect her serve because it's the left thigh, it looks as though, and that's the leg she uses more on the serve.
And her 5th double fault, and she definitely is having problems when it's calling to Jane Harvey. Gutierrez.
Her mom looking on has to be turmoiled inside. She sure doesn't look it. She got a warning for taking too much time. It's a loss of conditioning in that it is cramping. So she cannot take an injury timeout.
So, of course, Steffi's sensing that, trying to make her move, and Hingis is trying for the points to be as short as possible.
Oh, you just feel so badly for her.
2 break points for Graf. And so, it's the break for Steffi Graf as Martina Hingis will be attended to. And she is leaving the court, as you can see. She's still leading 5-4 in the fourth set. Steffi Graf will serve when we come back, and we'll keep a close eye on Martina Hingis, the hurting 16-year-old at this point.
When you're the new kid on the block, you want people to like you for what you are on the inside. To make sure they're happy, you pay attention to every detail. You stay flexible. And to show you've got a sensitive side, you throw in a few special surprises all your own. Just to make sure the journey's a little more fun. Katera, a whole new ride from the luxury leader. It's the caddy that zigs.
Every day is a chance to feel healthy.
Back live here at Madison Square Garden, Steffi Graf to go 5-all in the fourth set, about to serve, but it's Martina Hingis. So many are concerned with right now, was definitely cramping severely at the end of that last game. Hingis serving. She was still up a break in the fourth.
Well, all the weight is on her left leg when she serves, and all it does is aggravate the cramp even more. It happened at 4-1 when she had a point for 5-1. You could see her wince. Now this is where she got a warning for taking too much time, a code violation. And this is Steffi with an ice bag on her left knee, which we know has been bothering her. It's the reason she had to pull out of Leipzig.
Martina Hingis is still off the court, and Pam Shriver has left the broadcast booth. She's down. And Pam, what can you tell us?
Well, I'm sitting alongside Kathleen Stroyan. Obviously, Kathleen, who is looking after the players. Can you give us some information on what's going on with Martina Hingis?
Martina started to cramp in her left quadricep.
Of course, that is a loss of condition, so you are not allowed to. What can you do for a loss of condition?
Under our rule, we cannot treat any cramping, so all I can do is evaluate her and advise her.
So she, in fact, didn't strain a muscle. It has been a cramp from the very beginning?
Yes.
So at this point, she's taking her second bathroom break. Is that what's going on?
She's taking a bathroom break or a change of a tire break.
And you're allowed to have 5 minutes under that situation?
Yes, you're allowed to have 2 change of a tire or bathroom breaks for 5 minutes per match.
Are you allowed to give her any verbal advice or anything, or do you have to stay totally out of the situation?
Stay out of the situation.
And that, again, is a situation we have seen in tennis many times at Grand Slams, oftentimes in the men's game. When it gets into the fourth or fifth set, you see it. We saw Shuzo Matsuoka not too long ago basically being laid down on the court at the U.S. Open. No one could attend to them. It must be frustrating for you, Kathleen.
It's difficult, yes, to sit here and watch it.
Okay, let's go back upstairs to Robin and Betsy.
Thank you, Pam and Kathleen. And this is where it actually happened right here. The point to go 5-1.
You could see it just looked like it just caught. She put her hand down the leg, and she sort of looked like she's stretching her back. That's why I thought maybe she had pulled something in her back. And
in the last game, she re-injured her quadricep
because she had to serve.
This is back live. Steffi Graf on the court. And we will have more of the Chase Championships of the Corel WTA Tour after these messages from our ABC stations.
Someone's attacking Luann's students, and she's next.
Are you prepared to kill a child in order to save your own life?
Dangerous Minds, ABC Monday. This year, Thanksgiving for the Connors is going to be like none other before when a surprising family secret is revealed on an emotionally charged Roseanne.
Man, Lisa's going all out for the holiday till Kevin's job takes him away.
Can we have Thanksgiving on Friday?
What are you, God? You can't move holidays. And it makes her a little tense. An all-new Life's Work ABC Thanksgiving Tuesday.
The inspiration for our new quadricoil suspension came during a recent visit to the Calgary Stampede. Jeep, there's only one, and right now you can lease a new Grand Cherokee for just $291 a month. See it at your California Jeep and Eagle dealers. Who else? Somehow, you always know a Jeep owner's home when you see one. Jeep, there's only one, and right now you can lease a new Grand Cherokee for just $291 a month. See it at your California Jeep and Eagle dealers. Who else?
One of the most underused garments, particularly in this era of casual Fridays, is the sport coat. This season, we're offering a wool Shetland sport coat for $140. This coat has extreme versatility. It can be worn with a wool slack, with a pair of cotton pants, or even a pair of jeans. Your customer is going to extend his clothing dollars. I guarantee it.
Novato at Vintage Oaks and San Rafael in Marin Square.
First look at our holiday week forecast beginning at 5:30 a.m.
Back live here at Madison Square Garden, Martina Hingis was able to return to the court, though she's down 30-love. Here in the fourth set, she was up 2 breaks. And now Graf 2 points from the 5-all in the fourth. Just long.
Well, pretty gutsy point because she's obviously hurting, but she's moving fairly well. It's the left thigh that began when she had a point to go up 5-1, which she broke Graf. Took a 5-1 lead with 2 breaks. Graf has since broken back twice and is serving to tie the fourth set up.
Do you change your strategy at all when you know your opponent is hurting a little bit?
I mean, sometimes it's very distracting because you're just thinking more about your opponent than your own shots. And she's obviously going to try to move Hingis as much as she can. Whoops.
Just missing the ace. Second serve, 40-30 Graf. Down 4-5 in the fourth. Mobility seems to be coming back.
Well, that was a great forehand volley from Hingis, and when she did come back to the court, evidently it was, she didn't take a bathroom break. She took a shirt change, which, again, you can have 2 during a 3 out of 5 set match. The same rule as a 2 out of 3 setter. So she's used both hers up.
Again, that has to take a lot out of Martina Hingis.
Well, I see some shaky signs from Steffi Graf. She's missed a couple of shots in this game that is typical of when you are facing somebody who is physically under some duress. Sometimes you get uptight as well.
Hingis brings it back to deuce.
This shot right here was unbelievable. And then she lets Graf commit herself to the net and goes down behind her, drills the forehand down the line to get it back to deuce. It's going to be the service game of Hingis that will cause her the most trouble. Her own serve. From Hingis. She's got the cramp in the left thigh, and as a right-hander, when you go up to serve, most of the pressure is on that left leg. That's where you generate the knee bend and shove off mostly with that left leg.
She thought she had the ace again.
I'll tell you what, I'm sitting about 15 feet from that net, and I didn't hear it either. And I'll tell you, when you think you've served an ace, to level it at 5-all after being down 4-1, 5-1, it's
disheartening.
A little upset.
Deuce.
Well, she is not going to go away. That's obvious.
No. Well, it's a pretty gutty performance. I don't think young Hingis would have ever been in this situation for, not needless to say, a fourth set, but also having battled through some cramps and still trying to win the fourth set. A lot of drama.
Her fourth double fault. And it's set point, would you believe, for Martina Hingis. Wow.
And that's a big serve from Graf. She led 30-love in this game. It's been a long game, a couple of deuces already. Deuce number 4.
Oh. Advantage Graf. Deuce for a 5th time.
Her facial expressions are so special. She really is. It's amazing being down this close and seeing them, of course, battling another game point here. That stretching backhand volley gives Hingis plenty of time, but she stays so calm and cool. I mean, a lot of people can get uptight with that kind of easy forehand.
Just long. So I hear deuce for a 6th time, 17 points now in this game.
Graf led 40-15 in this game. She's had several chances to tie up this 4th set.
And a second set point for Hingis. Excuse me, number 3. Well, that says it all.
Wow. Well, now we know how gutsy she is.
And the crowd definitely on her side. You know, the New York crowd, they love an underdog. And she's hurting, and she's giving them all that she has. For the second year in a row, now Betsy won 5 sets.
Steffi Graf beat Anke Huber last year in 5 sets. Anke Huber went out in the first round here to Eva Maioli.
Oh. And it was 6 years ago that the first 5-set final when Sabatini and Celis clashed in their final, and that was the first time that these championships went the distance.
That was a classic back in 1990.
Now that's good from Graf there, exploiting the lack of mobility that's still pretty obvious. 3 break points here, love 40.
And indeed, Steffi Graf opens the 5th and deciding set with the break, leading 1-love here in the 5th. And she's hurting as well. Much more to come, everyone.
At 2 a.m. Sunday, a Chase service representative was available to help Dr. Troy Hamlin transfer the money to cover his student loan payment. 24-hour phone banking, one of 7 ways to connect with us. And another way, you're worth more at our bank. Chase, because the right relationship is everything.
If you're a woman who suffers from irregularity, you should know that year after year, women have trusted one brand of laxative more than any other, Correctol. Unlike many laxatives, including most X-Lax products, Correctol tablets contain no phenolphthalein. Instead, they contain the ingredient recommended most by doctors for safe, dependable overnight relief. Gentle relief you can feel good about. Correctol, caring for women for over 40 years.
Back live here at Madison Square Garden. As you can see, Pam Shriver right there in the middle of the action.
Well, Robin and Betsy, Martina Hingis on the changeover asked Kathleen Stroya to go get her a sleeve for the quad. So right now, Kathleen has just helped Martina. Actually, she decided not to put on the sleeve, but more like an insurance type policy. So Kathleen Stroya, the trainer, is a very busy woman at this point.
She is earning her money, and the winner of this match will earn $500,000. $500,000 to the winner. And again, exploiting the lack of mobility by Hingis.
Misses it.
This will bring you up to date on what is happening. 66% of first serves for Steffi Graf. She's 63% for Martina Hingis. And you see the winners, but the unforced errors, a lot of them coming late in the match. When Hingis hurting 55.
Hingis lost that third set 6-love. Only hit 4 winners. In the fourth set, she had 22 winners. Also had 22 unforced errors.
30 all. A break point for Martina Hingis. Just wide. Advantage Graf.
I think it's a good idea for Hingis. I mean, she's going to swing away. She does not want long points, so she'll try to crack a winner if she can. So from a break point to a game point for Graf, try to go up 2-love in this 5th set.
Back to deuce. Now for Steffi Graf.
Well, because of that big first serve, she doesn't need to work as hard as Hingis does to try and hold on to Hingis's serve. So that's a big advantage right now for Graf.
Clearly, you can hear someone shout from the crowd. And so the chair ump, Jane Harvey, saying, "Shut up!" Politely, though.
She's English. Of course she's going to be polite.
A break point for Hingis again.
Second break chance. She's broken 8 times. 8 times Hingis has. She's done a very good job of converting on break points. 8 of 14. But she cannot break on the 15th.
See again, favoring her quadricep. Down a break in the final set. Deuce number 4. Graf again, a point away from going up 2-love.
Graf has really had to work on her serve. 10 deuces in her last 2 service games combined. Whereas Hingis got broken at love in the first game of this 5th.
Her 5th double fault. Deuce for an 11th time. Her last 2 service games.
Martina Hingis is dropping her racket a lot now, and it's a situation where she should save every last drop of energy for the match.
It wasn't easy, but Graf holds to take a 2-love lead here in the 5th set. Tomorrow night on ABC, the most powerful Dangerous Minds episode of the year. Annie Potts stars in Dangerous Minds. Plus, Dan Marino and the Dolphins have their hands full as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town on ABC's Monday Night Football. Check your local listings for the times in your area. And a mother looking on right there, the coach.
You're exactly right, Robin. It's got to be very tough for Martina's mom to be seeing what's happening out here with her daughter in so much pain. That's when the mom does take over, I believe, and the coach kind of takes a back seat.
Hingis down love 30 on her serve. She was broken in the first game of this 5th set. Pam there again.
You can see at the end of the Hingis serve, she lands on that left leg. She's trying to avoid doing it.
Changing her service motion.
Yep.
Easily seen that. It's a double break for Steffi Graf.
You can see her service motion has completely changed. She's not able to produce the serve that she would like.
Foot fault by Hingis, as you were saying, Pam. Excuse me, Betsy, trying to change her service motion, causing the foot fault. And she's down love 3 here in the 5th set.
The Black & Decker Workmate, now with a larger work surface and one-handed clamping. Workmate by Black & Decker.
When you set out to hatch something that's brand new, you gotta have all your ducks in a row. Oh, you've probably got a pretty good idea of how you think a luxury car handles, but you haven't set foot in this one yet. When you push, it performs, and when you lead, it follows. It's fast, it's fun, it's fiendishly flexible. Catera. A whole new ride from the luxury leader. It's the Caddy, the Zigs.
The VersaPack system by Black & Decker. Versatile, economical, and it makes a great gift. VersaPack by Black & Decker.
Back live here at Madison Square Garden, side of the Chase Championships of the Corel WTA Tour. In the 5th set, the only best of 5 in women's tennis. Steffi Graf up 2 breaks, leading 3-love in the 5th. Martina Hingis injured her quad, now has decided to go with the sleeve. Quickly wins the first point. Jumps out quickly, love 30. Aces now.
And Robin and Betsy, I'm sitting with Kathleen Story. And Kathleen, you've had to go out in the last couple of changeovers to talk to Martina Hingis. What's the update with the leg?
Martina asked for a pro sleeve to wear on her thigh because she wanted the compression and the support.
And how's the Graf knee? I've been seeing her ice it during the last couple changeovers.
It's bothering her a little bit. She has patellar tendonitis.
Well, oftentimes, Kathleen, I know through the years, when you have these long matches, players aren't used to playing the 4th and 5th set. Do you think that's a reason why you're so busy in this 5th set?
Yes, I think that definitely is a factor.
Robin?
40-30. Graf a point away, taking a commanding 4-love's lead here in this 5th set. And she does. She now leads 4-love here in the 5th, tied at 2 sets apiece. And you can see that Steffi Graf, yes, she's also with her left knee.
And that's been a problem of hers for the last several months. She had to pull out of Leipzig a couple of weeks ago because of that patella tendonitis.
And she wasn't sure whether or not she could play Philadelphia. She actually was entered and then pulled out and then re-entered. Didn't play till Thursday in Philly, but it was the back that ended up hurting her in Philly.
I think she felt, Pam, probably that she needed to play some matches because she hadn't played anything for several weeks. Since the U.S. Open.
She had said before that this could extend her career, knowing that she can still win the big tournaments and not put in the training that she normally did.
Oh, finally a point on the scoreboard for Hingis. This is her 5th service game since she hurt herself, and that's only the 5th point she's won in all 5 service games, so she is definitely troubled when having to serve. She lost her 4 previous service games. Another foot fault call.
And as you said, Betsy, her service game is giving her the most problems because that's where she puts the bulk of the weight, on that injured left leg.
And of course, she's changing the mechanics because she's trying not to cause pain in the left leg. And by changing the mechanics, she is foot faulting. She is not known for foot faulting.
She's going to go out fighting, that's for sure.
I'm sure Steffi's been over there kind of waiting for her to go away for the last, set in some games. Remember, this happened at 4-1 Hingis in the 4th set.
And now a point away for winning her first game here in the 5th.
And just a reminder, again, we spoke about it earlier, each player is playing their 8th set of singles in just over 24 hours. That would be more singles than either one of them would have played in their career within just over a 24-hour span.
Second game point for Martina Hingis.
You can see she's actually figured out how to serve now without moving her left leg. She's keeping it very still.
And of course, when you change your mechanics, that's when something else can start to hurt, like your arm suddenly can start to go off because instead of using your leg and your usual push-up, you're using more arm.
A break point for Graf. side. And so when we come back, Steffi Graf will serve for the match.
Every day is a chance to feel healthy.
This is my idea.
This is my dream.
In the last 10 years, over 6 million people have taken the bull by the horn.
This is my chance.
This is my bread. And blazed their own trail.
This is my life.
It's hard to say where they found their courage, but chances are they found their supplies at Office Depot. Since 1986, we've helped businesses succeed with everything from Corel's WordPerfect Suite 7 software to New Coat inkjet cartridges and refills. All at the best prices, guaranteed. Office Depot.
This is where I take care of business.
Brute force and finesse is the strategy when the Steelers meet the Dolphins in Miami.
Back here live at Madison Square Garden, the two players receiving a standing ovation as Steffi Graf about to serve for the match against Hingis. And she opens with her 12th ace. And quickly takes a 30-love lead. Did you hear that one, Pam?
Loud and clear.
Oh, just checking. Why not? Two match points for Steffi Graf. A gallant effort by the 16-year-old Martina Hingis as she tried to play on, and she did. But nonetheless, it is Steffi Graf winning her 5th season-ending championship. 6-3, 4-6, 6-love, 4-6, 6-love. Steffi Graf, $500,000 richer